Week 9, class exercise brochure. So this brochure's exercise, we're calling it gridlocked. A quote from Timothy Samara: all design work involves problem solving on both visual and organizational levels. Without understanding how to use a grid as the basis of your page layout decisions, you aren't likely to master the skill of artful organization. So this is a bit of a challenge, and the objective here is to 1, understand your tools in InDesign, 2, understand your layout and visual aesthetic skills, and create some sort of marketing piece. So there's a little bit of creativity thrown in here as well. So your challenge in the first part of this class exercise is to do a bit of creativity brainstorming. So your challenge here has 3 pieces. Number 1, I want you to write down the name of an animal, and you're going to pick whatever animal comes to your mind. Number 2, a physical location somewhere in the world. So you're going to write down, again, whatever comes to your mind. And the third piece is the name of a nonprofit that you admire. So with your animal, your physical location, and your nonprofit, you combine those 3 creative brainstorming elements, and you're going to put that together to build your brochure. Here is the task. You've been tasked with designing a brochure. Use the information from above, create a brochure for a nonprofit, including some form of textual or visual reference to the animal and location. Careful consideration should be given to a grid. Remember, it's Gridify. We're dealing with the grid here. So this brochure is basically going to be simplified down to only an 11 by 17 interior spread. So we're going to go with a simple single fold brochure. Think of an 11 by 17 size paper, fold it in half, and you're going to get basically 8.5 by 11. So you're doing the interior spread. That means you have a page spread here, you have a left side, and you have a right side. The number of columns in your grid is 3 on the left, 4 on the right. So based on that grid, you're going to design your interior spread of the brochure. That's the only thing I need you to do is the interior spread. And you're going to include the following elements here. 1 picture around 3 to 4 inches by, so a picture that has the 3 inch by 4 inch dimensions close to. You're going to include 4 to 6 paragraphs of copy. That's body copy. Lorem ipsum will work just fine. You're going to include 1 inset or pull quote. You're going to include a headline. You're going to include a logo. And then the 3 pieces here that I want you to pay particular attention to are the style sheets. So you're going to have a character style sheet, a paragraph style sheet, and an object style sheet. All 3 of those items have been saved in their panels and they have been applied. You try to use your own photography if you can. You can also use images found on stock photography sites. Make sure you credit where you get those sources from, or use royalty-free, copyright-free, or Creative Commons images. So this exercise was adopted from a book called Creative Workshop, 80 Challenges to Sharpen Your Design Skills by David Sherwin. This is an awesome book. If you want to work on your creativity, this book is full of really great exercises, most taking less than an hour. Here's the grading rubric for this class exercise. You're going to get points for the use of a grid. You're going to get points for your use of columns, 4 on the right, 4 on the left, 3 on the right. We need to update that. Then the elements. So your picture, your body copy, your inset or pull quote, your headline, your logo, and then here is the character style that's saved and applied, paragraph style, saved and applied, and object style, saved and applied. So how do we go about doing this? Here's my example. So this was from Susan Olson a couple years back, and you can see that she has included, I'm going to go ahead and show her the guides here. So you can see this side has 3, this side has 4. Let's do this. I'm going to go to layers and just turn things off for a moment. Oops, it's in there. Let's just minimize some of these pieces here, and maybe we can see. Can you see the 3 over here? And you can see my 3, and then over here, if you look at the blue guides, you can see there are 4 columns there. Okay, so this is just her way of showing this interior of a brochure. Think of it as the folded inside. Okay? All right, so if you have questions, please contact me via email or post a question in discussions.